I really enjoyed The Green Ghost, The Case of the Green Ghost, though I will say that this is not necessarily all about a ghost. I also think it's very interesting that the title here doesn't say The Case of the Green Ghost, like most of them do. I'm not entirely sure why that is. It does on the title page there. For reference, if anybody's interested, this one was published quite early on, as it looks. So I'm guessing around 2001? Oh, 1999. So this is actually definitely one of the very early New Adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley books. And in this one, there are two mysteries. The first is that some popsicle sticks have gone missing. This is important because there's a local competition. Well, is it local? I never really understood if it was a local competition or a national competition. It wasn't explained very clearly. But there's a competition where you make these models out of popsicle sticks, and the best entry gets a free mountain bike, I believe it was. And some popsicle sticks have gone missing, presumably taken by somebody who wants them for the competition. But of course, that's part of the mystery. There's also this green ghost aspect, which, to be honest, is in it. The concept of the green ghost is less common than the popsicle stick, and it's not really very spooky, and it doesn't actually take place that frequently. So it's maybe a little bit of a misleading title. But nevertheless, they go into this old house where there is what they think is a green ghost. And there's almost a little bit of a mystery there of trying to work out what it is. I worked out the green ghost angle pretty quickly. I wasn't 100% sure about who was responsible for it, but I worked out the what relatively quickly. With regards to the missing popsicle sticks, I didn't work out who exactly, but I will say I think there were too many characters in this one. There were a lot of their friends who have very similar personalities and very similar characteristics that I found, even as a 30-year-old reader, it was a bit difficult to keep on top of which friend was doing what and which friend was responsible for this and who was having this model made. And I just feel like things weren't explained very clearly. That being said, I didn't work out who it was, and I kind of felt like it was a bit predictable, though. The motive was predictable, if not the person. So it's not my favourite, but I did enjoy it. I'd read it again, but now that I know what's going on, maybe it wouldn't be quite as interesting. There is a cat involved at one point, which I thought was quite sweet. It's a little bit of a misleading title because it doesn't really focus on that. Based on the title, you'd expect it to be quite a creepy story, quite a spooky story. Maybe along the lines of Thornthwaite Manor, I believe it's called. But either way, it's definitely not too bad. Usual text size, pretty easy to read, short chapters, definitely well written and with a really good vocabulary for the 7 to 12 market. For me, as a 30-year-old Mary-Kate and Ashley fan, it wasn't too bad, written by Carol Ellis for anybody who's interested. Not my favourite in the series, but certainly not too bad at all.